Okay, so we got a PFEU about to start. Hopefully it works okay. I've been having a little bit of lag today. Start off with one pet extra of ammo. So I kind of shifted my goals a little bit for this year. My goal had been to hit level 70 laser sniper hit. So I got rid of that goal. I'm no longer going to do that. Well, I mean, I'm going to work toward it eventually, but I just felt it's a little aggressive, and my returns haven't been there. Plus, I'm working more on mining. But I did kind of, missed the outpost. Great. I did want to get something like hit point wise this year, just because. So actually, a pretty easy goal, and so that's what I've decided to do is simply to get to level 51 in electrokinetic damage, which I'm almost 44. So that's only um, basically like 7 levels. And then that basically unlocks, I think, Force Merge? No, I forget what the unlock at 51 is. But the reason that's pretty easy is I've got a lot of damage skills. And you can see actually my electrokinetic is only 44. So, meaning usually, like, like, for example, my rifle and laser on for the hit, just an example, are 7,000, in the 7,000 range. And yet I'm only level 60. Whereas if your lead skill is basically at your level, I'm level basically 44, and that's at 4,000. That means the to push there is super easy because I'm actually ahead on the side skills basically. So getting 1,000 skills in that main skill probably easily be enough to pop me. And when you're in that 4,000 range, getting into that 5,400 range ish, I'm sure there's probably takes a little bit more than 1,000. But I mean, if I get 1,000 main skills, I'm also getting some side skills like concentration, um, and whatnot. So that's actually going to be super easy. Like I actually did one big hunt. I mean, it was I don't know, maybe 1,000 pet cycle, but I gained over half a level. So I mean, that's obviously it's gonna slow down a little bit, but um, I feel like that's a super realistic goal for me. And easy, it's easy. It's easy, realistic, and obviously, can still work toward level um, 70. But I'm also doing mining, and that's a priority. Not priority. Well, I mean, it's a priority to work on. Not like a priority like, oh yeah, like um, it's one of those things I want to do. The one big thing is just my crafting has been utterly abysmal, um, to be honest. And so I'm not sure what to do about that. Other than I'm just kind of mostly stopped crafting. I'm the way I do have a tendency to think the loot pool is personal. I'm not 100% sure of that, but that's my gut, is that it is personal. But I feel like what's going on is that if you're not skilling well, it's kind of like it doesn't want to give you loot out of your loot pool. That's what I think. And I've not been skilling well in crafting. It's just been terrible skill gain. So I'm thinking just run Monria, you know. I mean, I do Monria once a week. So if I just run Monria once a week, I think that's a limited cycle. And because of the daily, that's really high skill gain. So I think if I run Monria enough times, and then start up crafting again, I think my returns should hopefully be there, because my skill gain will have kind of caught up a little bit to my cycle. That is my theory, at least. In any case, the loot I'm getting, I'm just going to be selling. Like, I sold all my animal oil this week on the market. You know, it wasn't huge, but it's like, well, you know, you definitely make some pet off of it, rather than potentially losing pet crafting. So I'm like, okay, I'm just, you know, I kind of identified, you know, the biggest problem I'm having right now is just terrible crafting returns. And, you know, I kind of am committed long term to crafting, but on the other hand, I have to be realistic. If it's not working at the moment, you know, just do something else for a while. Also, the mining should also help too, because some of those skills you get mining are also going to help the sort of crafting profession. So that is my theory. But I definitely, yeah, I like the idea of the electrokinetic, because it's not a hard goal. It's really easy, but it's also good, and takes some work to do on. But it'll benefit me a lot. I mean, definitely not benefit me like as much as, say, you know, if I was to get to level 70 this year. But I just feel like, you know, depending where your turns fall, you know, um, that one may not be super realistic, you know. And that's the other thing too. I just want to focus more on my returns, and if that takes a little bit lower of a cycle, you know, that's another thing too. Is I'm noticing like some of the things where I think I'm getting better MU or better, you know, it's like I can't cycle a billion pets on these, you know. Now I am definitely going to put a lot more effort into mayhems, um, and if those go well, then it could definitely put level 70 back on the table for this year. I think level 70 definitely next year, but I think unless I get, you know, some good, I need a few hoffs, you know, along the way to hit level 70. And if I'm not getting a few hoffs along the way to get to level 70, it's just not a realistic goal this year. I can do a lot better being a little bit smaller, on certain mobs. So, but I did want to pick something up this year, you know, and so I think that kind of was cool. Because I mean, you know, I was thinking like, well, after I get level 70, I'm gonna eventually, you know, do the, well, and I'm like, well, why don't I just do that, change the order? You know, I don't need to get laser first. I could do, you know, the other one first. I think that makes sense. But yeah, I got some good skills. It was really cool, Callie. Did I was doing a little hunt I was just kind of exploring, and I found some new mobs, which I shot a little bit of. Unfortunately, they were like electric, and they kind of hurt. But meanwhile, I just dropped a few probes mining. Only did like 3 or 4 drops. No, I think it was only. Well, I don't even know. It was less than 4 drops. I think it might have only been like 2, actually. But one of them was 78 ped global. That was pretty awesome. You only. I think it was 2 drops total, actually. So I think it was 3 ped and drop. I got Illustrium and then a 78 ped oil. So that was pretty fun. Whoa, nice. That's a big one. I mean, I got like 3.6 ish. So I'm gonna divide that by how many people we got. What are we at? 6. So it's probably in that 20 pid range. Something 20 pid something. Yeah, feels good. Yeah, you think like 3.6. That's almost the amount. You start with 4.5 ammo, you get a 3.6. It's obviously we're gonna use that ammo, but um, it's almost the amount of your starting loot or your starting ammo. Definitely dropping lots of things, so it doesn't always make a big difference. But it's cool when it's dropping lots of items. So I'm not moving well. Oops. Of course, I run into Evie, trying to not be like wildly far from the mob. But yeah, I did the last mayhem I did bronze. I'm thinking for the rest of the mayhems, I'm gonna try to do silver mayhems for the rest of the year. And kind of more have that be a focus. Well, I'll see how they go. I mean, obviously, if they're not going well, then there's no reason to just because I thought it would be a good idea to keep with it. But I'm thinking maybe try and silver mayhems. Oh, the little bit scary one is the robots, which is Easter. Because my looters, cooperate for me. It's like a little not sensitive right now, or it's a little bit delayed. So my animal's at 42, mutant 33, but robot is trailing at 23. Now, good thing as I was looking at the main skill on that, that's only, it's ridiculous. It's like 600. So that one can move really fast. Actually, realistically, I'm wondering if I pop level 30 um during mayhem if I go silver, because that's so low. It's insane. I'm only 600 on the main skill, so that means that profession should skill super fast. I mean, even if I get like I think getting 2,000 points in the main skill during silver mayhem would be probably super realistic. maybe even more than that. So I think I should actually be able to go from, was that level 23-ish, I think, to level 30 during that mayhem, which also makes me think that my returns will be okay because the looter will be like just moving like super fast, super high speed. My feeling, as long as the looter is moving, then your returns will be okay. So when the looter gets like all clogged up. That's pretty good. That's like 0.7. That's like a, we went through the, no, it's still going through my weapon cells. I have a feeling right now I'm actually positive on trap. I mean, my number starts at 5.5. I start with extra bed. How much of that blue ammo I still got? Too bad. Forgot that I had some iron. Did the Argo daily, which is decent. Got one Argo that was like 15 ped, another one was like 6 or something. It was enough that I was like 1 or 2 ped ahead at the end of it. Plus you got a coin. Or token, I guess what it is. Token. I'm doing pretty good on tokens. I'm at 60 tokens. Oh well. Ah, come on. 60 tokens. So if it would be perfect because I would like an 80 token gun, or that'd be perfect to start the robot mayhem with. So if I get like a 20, but in any case, just doing like Fefo, like I mean, you get six every day pretty easily if you just do Phefoid Pit, Argo Cave, and then the Phefoid Cave. I think those feel really good to me. And then like sometimes like I'll get ones I like. Like I like Amboos. Like if they give me an Ambu, then um, that would be really cool if I get some Ambu ones. I really enjoyed that. Or if I get like a Phefoid for the 3. A lot of the ones I don't like. Well, I like if I get like a curb. They give me a curb, so I really enjoy that. A lot of times it's like I don't know like where the mobs are. Well, I had like I was on Kali yesterday. It gave me not a bonus, just a Fukubara, 50 Fukubara. It's like that's ridiculous. It's so hard to find even 10 Fukubara. No way on earth I'm gonna do 50 Fukubara. It's just ridiculous. Like no. And then my next one, I got 2 rolls, and another one I think was Moloch, which is like okay, I think that's a good mob. I just don't know where it is. Like I don't have time to research that, so I didn't really get a lot to do. I did an Ambu one because I got that. That was pretty cool. But if not, I mean you can always get six every day. You know, just doing those the pit and those 2 caves. So I actually think that's super reasonable way to go. And so even if I don't get one of those, that's only 4 days on Kali if I do that. You know, I'll definitely be on Kali for 4 days. So I really want that 80 token gun to start off. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna like start it off with it, but I want it to be available. You know, like probably also like to the 80 token gun, because I usually use my justifier, so that's gonna be like playing in like L1 and L2. That's really the right fit for the justifier is the L1 and L2 mob. But the token gun I can use when I want to go higher, you know, so try for more points, you know. I don't know where it'll fit, but definitely it's gonna push me up to L4, L5 probably. Although my armor probably will limit me a little bit, but even still, I think moving up even L3, L4, you know, just and you can just mow them down real fast with that 80 token gun. That'll be real good. Hopefully get some good drops, you know. I got I felt good about my last mayhem. Um, I didn't get anything like super special, but I got enough globals and I got enough boxes, and I felt really solid about it. Really hoping, you know, one of these mayhems to get like a rare token, or I mean, it's maybe not reasonable, but at least maybe a gun or something. That'd be really cool if I get a gun or a bigger global. I haven't really had any globals breaking out of the 200 pet range, but I mean, I've been playing in the lower cats, but you know, you see those, you know, 2K globals. I haven't got anything like that, or even a 1K. I don't think my highest mayhem global is about 250, 300. I forget. Um, so I would like to eventually get one of those bigger ones. You know, that'd be really cool. we finally burned through the yeah, so I mean nearly might well probably not positive on ammo, but nearly positive on ammo alone. Probably just a slight loss of the ammo. That keeps us pretty far ahead. My gun is 28%. Same with our reload ring. It's really fast. I'm just really slow. Why? Why am I so slow? That's fine. I don't know why I'm so. Why do my guns last so long? It must be really slow. Maybe it's the lag. I'm lagging a little bit. I could be shooting a little bit less when I'm lagging. Oh, I hate that hardware device removed error. I think because it's like I'm using like if it doesn't recognize my keyboard for a moment because I'm using like a portable or like not remote keyboard, but like a keyboard that's on a whatever, it's a wireless keyboard. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Yeah, we're at like we'd be like at 400-ish. Yeah, that'll probably be alright. Yeah, the problem is that the one we were targeting, we shot the right one, but the other one charged us. So let's see where we are after this one. All right, so that was a nice Oh, we're gonna shoot. Oh, okay. Guess we will participate. So where do we end up? So we ended up basically down. Well, because we started 4.5, so we lost like just under 2 peds, like 2 point. But in this and this alone, so between the ammo, this and this alone, we're up about 12 pack. So our prof, so we can actually put 12 pack up here. See what about 4 pieces. Essentially, our profit is up here. It's about half a ped profit-ish, maybe a little more. But yeah, I mean, pretty close to equal, but about half a ped ahead. So start with 4 ped and 4.5 and move to 5. It's great and fun with that.